Hi and welcome to this week's energy forecast. I'm Rachel Thompson Phillips, the creator of the BEYOU Oracle Cards and also of the Sacred Oracle online program. This week's energy forecast is for December the 13th through to December the 19th with the overall theme of don't give up on your promises. Let's go in and explore how this message unfolds and the energy that connects with each and every one of the cards. Monday and Tuesday is the card of dreams. Wednesday through to Friday is the card of shadow self, and the weekend's message is hope. Now, the beginning of the week is about knowing there is that promise that you made to yourself. We make promises to ourselves in so many different sectors of our life. I want to lose 5 kilos, I want to get healthy, I want to start exercising, I want to start meditating, I want to start reading books, I want to start taking better care of myself, I want to do this course. We make all of these promises to ourselves and we just let them go. Monday and Tuesday, there's going to be a reconnection back to all those promises that you made to yourself as a way to reignite that flame within you, to see that it's so important that you fulfill those promises. Now, this is where it comes into remembering just to look at how are you going to make that happen? Is it time management? Is it that you need to schedule it in? Is it just a matter of you just saying yes? A lot of the time, the thing that blocks us from being able to stay committed to those promises that you make to yourself is your mindset. You sit there and you've told yourself every reason why you can't, and so therefore that dictates your actions. This is a moment where you need to bypass those thoughts and just move straight into the action. So you wake up in the morning, you set an alarm at 7 o'clock. That's it. You just get up, you have your exercise clothes sitting beside your bed, you put them on, you go for your walk. That way you don't have a chance to really think about it. And then in the moment, in the doingness of it, that's where you sit back and you make that assessment of like, oh my God, like I really did it. And noticing and tuning into how good you feel when you are staying committed and fulfilling those dreams. And as I said, you have all these promises and dreams, the promises that are connected to your dreams. So every time you make a promise to yourself of, I want to do X, Y, and Z, the moment you start doing it, it's taking one step closer to being able to make sure that you fulfill those dreams that you make to yourself. We are designed to fulfill these dreams. This is how we build our confidence, how we start remembering our strengths, our talents, our uniqueness. And this is the moment where your soul starts bringing all of that remembrance back into your consciousness, reminding you of these promises so that you can sit there and not to feel bad about yourself of that you haven't made the commitment to them. It's reminding you that these are important to you, and you're going to get these intuitive nudges that keep coming into your consciousness, reminding you that it's so much more than just doing the action attached to your promises. It's about what do you gain from that, i.e. confidence, self-belief, respect, belief in yourself, acknowledgement of how important this is. Is it because you want to leave a legacy behind? Do you want to be a shining light for your children, your family, and other people around you? Do you want to be an influencer? To be able to say to other people, this is what I've done, so if I've done it, you can do that through your actions. A lot of the times we do a lot of talking about the things that we want to do, when this is a time to be quiet and let your actions do the talking for you. So this is all about action, 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 doing, and knowing that your mind will catch up with you as you're in the doingness of it. But if you start thinking about it first, you're going to talk yourself out of it. So this is a time to implement actions. So that's Monday and Tuesday. Now, as we move forward to midweek, you can see the shadow self. Now, this is a time where I always feel that it is the most powerful. You will have heard me mention over the last couple of weeks how imperative it is that we clear all of our shit. We're in a time where everything is about healing and clearing and creating more available space and increasing your velocity of light within your own self. At the moment, your light is flickering and it's dimming, and it's like it lights up and then it dimmers and it goes out, and then it lights up and it dimmers and it goes out again. What you want to be able to do is your soul is going to bring you into your consciousness all of the things, your fears, as an opportunity for you to be able to clear them. Now, how you do that, feel into what feels right. Is there a ritual that you can do? Is there some healing work that needs to be done? Do you need to be able to burn the remnants of it? Do you need to give closure to it? Do you need to give yourself forgiveness? Tune into, because each different fear will have a different particular way in which to be able to clear that. It's not just a one size fits all. So really go in and ask yourself and bring that connection back into your soul and your cosmic team of the moment that a fear comes to the surface. Connect in with your soul and ask, what is the best way to be able to clear this fear? And as you do that, the light within you is going to start building in momentum, and it's going to start getting brighter, and the volume and the velocity of it is going to get stronger and stronger and stronger with every single fear that you release. So this is the moment to just surrender the resistance around clearing this stuff, thinking, oh, I'll take care of it later, or it doesn't really matter. There is an urgency coming from deep within our souls that's saying, clear, clear, clear. It's time to remember who we are before we became consumed by fears and doubts. Now, please, I do understand we're always going to have fears, and that's okay. But the faster that we clear them, the more that we become more attuned with our strength, with our promises, with our deep reverence of self-love for ourselves, because clearing your fears is an act of self-love. It's making that commitment that you're saying, I choose to be able to love myself. And yet every time these fears come up, they trigger and activate me to be a version of self that I don't want to be anymore. And so therefore, when you go in and clear it, you're actually making that decision to invoke self-love, self-respect, self-value, and making that decision that this is the version of self that I want to be, and I am no longer going to be conditioned to be triggered by these fears. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So this is a beautiful moment. As you commit to those promises, those fears and doubts are going to come to the surface. It's only natural. But it's you that decides on how you want to be able to work either with it, resist it, or bury it. Everything comes down to a personal choice, but your soul is directing you towards clearing it, because it's heard you say so many times that you're so sick and tired of this stuff coming to the surface. It's brought to the surface so it can be cleared. And the beautiful thing is, a lot of the times we think we have an abundance of fears. The wonderful thing is it has this gorgeous ripple effect, or like domino effect, that sometimes when you work on, well, not sometimes, when you work on one aspect of a fear, it has the domino effect of clearing all of the other branches off that connect to that fear. So what I mean is, say you may have a fear around not believing in yourself. You clear the original thing that's coming to the surface, and as you do, it starts to cut the ties to all the other branches of ways in which your lack of self-belief shows up. And that's the beauty of it. And we start to find that we can start cleaning. It's like our own personal self-love cleaning and decluttering. We're decluttering away any energetic vibration that is connected to fears and doubts that is keeping you suspended in a space of feeling stuck. And you'll feel that because you'll just be so frustrated and feeling stuck, like feeling lost, as if you don't know where to go. The reason we are brought to this point of feeling lost is to be able to clear the stuff that is being brought to the surface. We're in a deep time of transformational clearing and healing. So use this beautiful opportunity to give thanks to your soul for providing this insight and being able to show you what is holding you back, and be able to go embrace it and be like, I'm really going to embody the self-love and my connection to my soul, and I'm going to go in and do this work because I'm so ready for the next chapter or the next journey. And you'll know that because you are feeling this deep yearning and burning desire within you to fulfill those promises and live your best life and live your dreams. You can feel that burning desire, and yet all these fears and all these excuses that we've become accustomed to being able to use and hide behind, all of a sudden they are weighing you down, feeling unmotivated, feeling as if your brain feels really foggy and muddled and not as creative or not as sharp as what it is. And that's because it's time to declutter all of that baggage that's sitting underneath the surface. Then what leads us through once you do that beautiful healing work is the Hope card. Now, the moment that this card came out, there is a quote that I have seen on Instagram, and it really resonates with me. So I've left a link below for you to be able to go in, and you may find that it resonates with you. And it may also be something that I would suggest or encourage that you listen to as many times throughout this week as a way to help you. Now, it was a quote done by Kevin Hart. He was a comedian. He's now, does multiple movies everywhere. And his quote is, "You don't start things and not finish them." That's why the Hope card is coming in. If you have hope, you have the activation of courage codes. And that's why your remembrance of your dreams and your promises are coming back into you to ignite this. You may be feeling tired and burnt out, and that is okay. It's where you've been pushing too hard instead of aligning. And so therefore the courage card is giving you the opportunity to, maybe you may need to just take a little bit of a break, to take a step back, reassess everything. And through that reassessment, you're going to know the direction to go in, which will ignite more faith, to believe in yourself, to keep going, but going in a direction that is in alignment rather than pushing against the flow of things, which burns out your energy. When you have done the inner clearing work, you're going to feel lighter. So you're going to feel more light as you move forward, and you are going to feel that reconnection to that creativity and that inspiration, and opening up the flow state to just allow things to come into your realm rather than pushing and forcing and using more of the masculine. It's not working. This week is all about the feminine flow state, which involves deep connection to our intuition, inner strength. So whenever I think of femininity, I always think of the lioness. There is a real strength that just oozes from within a lioness, and how she protects her cubs, that's how you're going to protect your dreams. You're going to protect them so fiercely because you are going to, it's going to be, sometimes I think there's not enough words in the English language to be able to really articulate things, but there is going to be such a deep, deep connection to these promises that has its own frequency of energy that is become ignited within you. And every time those dreams come to the surface, there's going to be that re-ignition of how important they are to you. For me, the word that keeps coming up is legacy, legacy, legacy. You want to, something within you is stirring that when my time comes, I want to know that I've left behind courage codes, I've left behind belief codes, I've left behind determination codes. I've shown that in times of adversity, I know how to overcome those struggles whilst I'm doing inner work on myself. So I'm always staying committed to aligning with my highest version of self, where it knows that higher version of yourself has the capacity to see everything that is unfolding and learning how to work with it and being able to understand the lessons and the blessings that are presented at each given time. They're all the types of things that you want to be able to leave behind for your children, your friends, and other people that are in your circle of network. And even sometimes we can influence people that we don't even know that are potentially watching, but they're watching you show up and do all of these things. So if legacy is the thing for you, stay connected to that, and that is what will be shining within you, is that commitment to the legacy of what you want to leave behind. And that takes courage and commitment, but you're so ready for it. You just want to do it from a different variation. All you've known before when you've thought of courage codes, it's like push, shove, make shit happen, and you are so done with that. And that's because there's a shift and a stirring within you to bring you back into the feminine of flow, of clearing, of self-love and self-preservation and self-respect, and wanting to do it in a way where you feel really proud of yourself, but also the strength to be able to give yourself a kick up the backside when you need it, when you can hear that you're allowing yourself to be governed by your excuses, and you catch yourself and you go, really? That ain't true. That's not a true statement. You know that you're strong. You know that you're determined. You know you have the willpower and everything within you to be able to achieve each and every one of those promises and dreams that you made to yourself. Now it's time to get committed, and committed means consistency. So I wish you an incredibly amazing week ahead. If there is any way that I can help you in clearing, I will also leave a link below on an energy clearing session to be able to come in and help you be able to clear as much of that emotional baggage that you feel has been weighing you down, and declutter and allow the light within you to shine so more radiantly than what it has been. This is the moment where the word I want to use is glow. I want you to feel like there is this glow within you that you want to stay in, be in, and radiate that within you. And that comes from being able to clear and allowing the light within you to glow as brightly as your soul is encouraging you to do. So if an energy clearing session is something that you feel that deeply resonates with you, please feel free to see the link below and reach out, and we'll book you in and clear all of that shit. So take care, have a wonderful week, and much love to you all. And don't forget to subscribe and also leave me a comment on how this connects with you. See ya.